Alright everyone, so today I wanted to talk about Battle Pass Season 2, and I wanted to share with you guys the unfortunate truth as to the real reason why Battle Pass Season 2 has been delayed for so long. And those of us who have been playing Raid for a while now, we were able to experience the first season of the Battle Pass and all the crazy rewards that it had, and right when we actually got Battle Pass Season 1, we were told that there would be many more seasons in the future. Now, when Season 1 ended, of course, a lot of people were already starting to ask, when would Season 2 be released? And for a while, we thought that it would be a month after the end of Season 1 is when Season 2 would start. And this was the timeline that we were given by Plarium. But later we learned that it would be delayed, and we then thought that it would be released with Raid Patch 1.6, which is actually renamed to Raid Patch 2.0. This is actually the patch that we have right now with the release of the Tag Team Arena. But of course, you guys probably know by now if you're watching this video, we are not getting Battle Pass Season 2 with Raid Patch 2.0. It's been delayed yet again. And at this point, everybody is asking the question, what's with all the delays? When is the Battle Pass actually coming out? Is it even ready? Are they completely redoing it? What the heck is going on with Raid's Battle Pass system? And I actually have a message here coming from the Diamonds that actually gives you guys a little bit of a hidden look at not only Battle Pass Season 2, but unfortunately how Plarium pretty much releases all content and events for the game. And I don't think the Diamond was actually even realizing what this message actually meant when he put this in the chat. Which is why I really wanted to talk about how important of a message this is and what it really means for the future of the game. Because this is definitely big, and you know, I'm sure some of you guys might have already been able to get somewhat of an understanding of this, at least based off of, you know, pack sales, offers, pricing. You know, packs change in price all the time, yet but their content stay the same. It's kind of weird. Raid Shadow Legends is a very weird system for how they pretty much do everything in the game. And this message here gives a lot of context as to all that, in addition to, of course, the reason why Battle Pass Season 2 has actually been delayed for so long. So let me bring this message up here, and then, of course, let's talk about it. So this is coming from the Diamonds, and actually, this message was originally given to us because somebody asking for some sort of weekly schedule for events, tournaments. That's another thing where we don't really have any kind of consistent idea of what is actually going to be coming to the game next. You know, sometimes we have lots of events and tournaments. They'll run certain things, and then the very next week they'll run the same things again, and then they'll run them again, but then it'll be weeks or even months before they go back to running it. It's very random, and we've seen this a lot, especially with the ×2 and ×10 summon events. I mean, lately we've just been getting absolutely bombarded with summoning events, but you know, sometimes we have crazy dry streaks, and it really feels random. But this message just clarifies it is by no means not random. There is very important metrics that they actually use to determine when stuff like this comes to the game, and that of course includes Battle Pass Season 2. Just release a weekly schedule for all players to see. Schedule is a very unstable thing. The events may change or even be canceled, so we cannot count on that. This is the important sentence right here. That's why I share the event date with you only when it's 100% accurate. As if we tell the players that, for example, ×2 is coming and then it's canceled because of the analytic stats. Once again, let me reread that part right there, because this is absolutely huge. This is groundbreaking, a confirmation that Plarium cancels plans, rearranges events, content, releases, all that sort of stuff based off of this right here. As if we tell the players that, for example, ×2 is coming and then it's canceled because of the analytic stats, it will be a mess. So let me clarify exactly what this means here and why this is the unfortunate truth as to why Battle Pass Season 2 has been delayed for so long. What this sentence means right here is that Raid Shadow Legends, Plarium, they plan things out. They plan out events, tournaments, content, all that sort of stuff. It's very well possible that a lot of future content, including things like, of course, the Void Tower, have actually already been developed. This stuff might have been developed for a very long time, and we actually know that this is true because we've already seen unconfirmed leaks of the Battle Pass Season 2 champions and some of the additional information as to what Battle Pass Season 2 is going to have, and this was posted 6 weeks ago. I know the image says 1 month ago, but it can't discern the difference between 1 month, 2 months. This was actually posted at the start of last month, so about 6 weeks ago, And, you know, this stuff has been in the game files for a very long time. So the content is there. A lot of this stuff has been developed. It's ready. It's ready in terms of content being released, but it's not ready in terms of being released for the analytics stats. And what that means in detail is Plarium is taking a bunch of numbers of players, of course, a lot of them being specific to the revenue that the game is generating, how much money that they are making from pack sales, and they are using that as the #1 determining factor for when to release stuff in the game. And this, of course, includes events, tournaments, which is why we see so much randomness when it comes to things like the ×2, ×10 events. But it also has to do with tournaments. It has to do with tournament rewards as well. In fact, I actually just talked about this in the video yesterday, talking about tournament rewards. They're so random. They're so all over the place. Why is that the case? Why will you have the same Dragon tournament, for example, that requires the same number of points? It gives you the same number of points, you know, by artifacts. It's not like they really changed anything else about the actual tournament except for the rewards. The rewards will be different from one tournament to the next. Sometimes it'll have a 4-star chicken. Sometimes it'll have an epic skill book. In fact, sometimes it'll even have legendary skill books, and it feels so random. There's no pattern. There's no way to actually tell. There's no schedule for any of this stuff. And the reason is, it's quite simply based off of the analytic stats, and it's based off of how many downloads is the game getting, how much money are they making, what packs are actually selling. You know what, you know, just as an example here, player might decide, you know what, if we're selling a lot of legendary skill book packs right now, then why are we going to put a legendary skill book in the Dragon tournaments and have it as a reward, which is going to cost people to spend less money on the legendary skill book packs? Why would we do that, right? It's just going to mean less money for the game. So in that case, if they're already making a lot of money off of legendary pack sales, but they're not making a lot of money off of chicken packs, then what they'll do is they'll toss up a chicken as the top reward for these tournaments, and then, you know, maybe a bunch of people will get the chicken as the reward, realize how useful it is to their account. You know, of course, the one that you get from the tournament's not going to be good enough, and then what will they do, of course? Well, then they'll go and they'll start buying chicken packs, and then they'll take those numbers and that data, and now, because they're making a lot of money from the chicken packs, they don't want to keep putting more of them as the tournament rewards, and now they'll go back to tomes, and so on and so forth. That was just an example right there. Of course, it, you know, could be a bit different. I'm sure it's a lot more complicated than that. But this is what I mean by their #1 determining factor for content releases, events, tournaments, all that sort of stuff is not actually when is the content ready. When is it ready to be released? When do the players want the content? It's only based off of the analytics stats right there. And this, of course, includes Battle Pass Season 2. Now, specifically, let's talk about Battle Pass Season 1, because for those of you guys who might be newer to the game, you know, Battle Pass Season 1 had an insane amount of rewards, and whether you got the free version, which of course was free to everyone, or if you decided to spend the, I think it was $25 for the paid version of the Battle Pass, the value that you actually got in the Battle Pass was absolutely insane. Like, way better than any other value for anything else that you could spend real money on in the game. So, you know, if Plarium is making a ton of money from all these pack sales, but, you know, Battle Pass Season 1 came out, and now people spend $25 on the Battle Pass, but, you know, they didn't spend $100 that they would spend buying other stuff, and instead only spent $25 on the game, well, Plarium got that data, they analyzed it, they've kind of, you know, been doing all their number crunching type stuff, you know, in the last couple of months, and maybe they've been spending all this entire time figuring out a way to make sure that when they do release Battle Pass Season 2, that the rewards aren't going to conflict with the purchases that people make with all their other packs. If they feel like releasing a $25 Battle Pass is going to prevent their whales from spending $100 on the game, why are they going to sell something for $25 when they could get $100 from it, right? It's all pixels. The #1 thing when it comes to any of these games is just how are they going to optimize everything about the game, including content releases, event releases, tournament releases, battle packs, battle passes, all that sort of stuff. How are they going to do it in a way to get the most money out of people? And generally speaking, providing too much good value, like really, really good value, is not necessarily the way to do so. And it could just be based off of other factors too. Maybe it's the number of people downloading the game. You know, maybe it has to do with the events. Maybe it has to do with Raid 2.0, Tag Team Arena. Maybe they're going to try to push a lot of, you know, Tag Team Arena type packs and pack offers before they want to release the Battle Pass. Maybe they want to include all of the Tag Team Arena stuff in the actual Battle Pass Season 2 features. Either way, the main point behind this message here is that the #1 factor for what they are doing to determine all content releases in the game, including the Battle Pass, is not when the content is ready, but rather, you know, when is it going to make us the most money? That's kind of, if you boil it all down, boil everything that I talked about in this video down to, you know, one core sentence and argument, that's what it is right there. Not when the content is ready to be released, not when people want it, but when is it going to end up making us the most money? So I wanted to share this with you guys, bring you a little bit of perspective if you guys were unaware of this, or, you know, hopefully this kind of blew your mind a little bit or made you think about this a little bit more. But case in point is it could still be a long time. And the only thing that's really going to determine that is the numbers. When the numbers say Battle Pass Season 2 is ready to be released, that's the real reason for when Battle Pass Season 2 is going to be released, not when it's actually ready. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and if you did, of course, and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. Feel free to leave a quick like as well. It means more than you can imagine, so thank you so much to all of you who decide to do that. And more Raid Shadow Legends videos, guides, tutorials, all that fun stuff should be popping up on the screen or in the suggested videos to your right or below. Feel free to check it out. But if not, until next time, take care, everyone. This is Salt of the Salted Guild, signing out.